Hello, I'm Johnny and welcome to my sitting room. So this is a recap of the What's in This Box that Annie Claxton sent me months and months ago. Sorry Annie, I've just been so distracted, but I'm gonna do this video now and I'm gonna do some crafting. So get on with it. So I've always wanted to try this craft, Sashiko. So I got this book. That was after Annie had sent the box to me. But I just got it. When I got the box, I thought I'll get the book and then I'll know more about it. So I'll tell you a bit of history about it, because I was just going to say, in this day and age, we're very wasteful. When we get a rip or hole in our clothes, we just bin them, don't we? And, well, I don't. I've never done, because it's been fun to repair them. But in those days, when fabric's very expensive, they needed to strengthen it, so they do stitch all these little patterns all over, like those kimonos with the embroidery patterns are just so gorgeous, and that was to strengthen the fabric. But I will read in the book and see the history. So on here it says, Sashiko means little stab, which accurately describes the simple running stitch required for this traditional technique. Originally invented for warmth and economy, Sashiko combines country style and intricate patterns. Right, don't worry, it's not going to be all me talking, but I've just seen this, it's a history of it. The origins of Sashiko stitching are lost in the mists of times. There are no written records of its real beginnings, no original surviving piece of work that can conclusively date it or attribute it to an individual or group. That's a shame. Born of necessity, Sashiko was used and worn out, so very early work remains. Decorative Sashiko must have begun as someone repaired clothing, sewing, Chosukuri Shashi, Dan and Sashiko. Oh god, I'm getting tongue-tied now. I can't even pronounce that. Economically, wherever. Use undyed thread on dark indigo cloth and realising the decorative possibilities in the stitches. Right. So here's a recap. This is not the box that was sent in. It's a glossy box, but I do like it. I'm just storing the things in here, so I'll get them out. Right. So this is the instruction leaflet. I'll read that soon. This is like a beginner. I don't know if it was a kit or Annie bought these separately and put it into a kit. But these transfers, not transfers, what are they called? Stencils. These are the stencils. There. Now, when I seen this on a YouTube channel, a lady got a stencil and then she had a pot of this blue stuff, like paste, and dabbed it over the top like you would do with stencils anywhere, and then took it off and the pattern was there, and then when she put it in warm water, it disappeared, but the stitches were there. And I thought, oh, that's good, I'll get that. But it was a tiny little pot for £10. I thought, no way I'm paying that. I'll come up with something else. Anyway, so what I'm going to do with these ones is I've got friction pens. I'm just going to, like, stick this down onto some fabric, and then I'll use my friction pens to do the outline. Take it off, then I'll do the stitches, and then when all that's done, I'm going to get a hot iron and glide it over the top of the fabric. I don't put it on the fabric, I just glide it. And it depends what fabric you're using anyway, don't you? Because if you're using silk, it's going to burn the fabric. So that's what I'm going to do. And these are the transfers. Now, I will read the instructions, but I guess I'm thinking you put it face down the fabric and then iron over it and then take this off. But Johnny, we're going to read the instructions because I usually skip the instructions and then I wonder why the things have gone wrong. Right. And this is what Annie sent me, the threads. Those are the ones I got, I'm sure I did. I think she got them off Etsy. They're very expensive. I thought at first, can I just use normal embroidery cotton? But I think the Sashiko thread is really strong, and that's what you need for the fabric, you know, to strengthen the fabric so it doesn't wear easily. Because you see a lot of Sashiko, don't you, on cuffs. So, I know, well, I don't know about you, but the cuffs on my clothes, they usually get worn out very quickly. Yeah, so this is like a turquoisey colour, and this is like browns, yellows and greens, and this is greens, mixed greens, because Annie knows my favourite colour is green. So then I bought this, I think it was off eBay, but on the picture I thought it was like chunkier and you get a lot more, but that's the website if you want to see. I think that was $8.99. And then this one that looks like a piece of string, I think the cord to wrap it string, and this is white. I mean, I was going to use some denim, like I think this is that denim? No. Well, I was going to use some denim anyway, and blue denim, and with the white, it highlights it more, stands out more, doesn't it? But I've come up with something else, I'll show you. I got this in another craft kit. I'm not saying where it was from, but it's a rather large tea towel. Oh, it's nice as well. I think it's 100% cotton, is it? Yeah, it's 100% cotton. Oh, I just love that. Feels nice. Oh, and it's got like a little tag on to hold it. So this is for me. It's not like I'm gifting it. So if I go wrong or whatever, it doesn't matter. It's just for me. So I was thinking what I would do with this one is just do a bit of a mix-up. You know, like a, what would you say? Like a sampler. Like a sampler of stitches. But this will be a sampler of Sashiko stitches. So I'm just going to like do... I have to come out a bit. Just like randomly place these about, and try a bit of this, and it'll be tidier than that, like, but just randomly place the things and then just stitch them. Yeah, because I was looking when Annie sent me these. I was looking at when I thought, oh, I'll do the video. I was just happening to browse on Amazon and I seen these. I mean, they were £16 and I seen them and I thought, I can do that, but on closer inspection, I think they're for an intermediate to do this. Because I'm at beginner level and I've never done it before, but aren't they absolutely beautiful? So if I practice a lot doing the stuff that Annie gave me, then I might be able to do these soon. That's what I was trying to think. Intermediate and advanced. I think that's what these are. Because there's one of them. Like, see this one here. On the videos I've seen, when they've been putting the stitches on, all the stitches are the same size and seem perfect. I mean, I'm not aiming for anything perfect. If they're not the same size, who cares? But I'm thinking, like, can you see on here? It'll be like, that won't be just one stitch. Surely it must be like 2 little stitches. So if it's 2 little stitches and 2 little stitches all around, I think that will be quite fine. I'm going to have to do some more research, but I think you might be able to just do one big stitch, but I don't know. I think no, I think, oh God, look, I'm just babbling now. Well, here's the rest. See, I just babble on my video, and when I babble, these things should be just like in my head what I'm thinking. Oh, I'd like to try that one. Yeah, I think that would be more my level. Yeah, so I think you got about 16 of them. It was about $15.99, I think. Oh yes, and I got this as well. Well, I got about a bag of 5 of them, and they were only cheap. These are tote bags. Now I got these because I was going to do some lino printing on them, but I found this. I think I put the other ones in the loft. Not that you need to know that, but it's just a tote bag. So I think what I'll do with this is put just like as if it's in a frame, but nothing perfect. just put that on and then do some stitching. That looks really complex, doesn't it? And then just put another one on the other side. Because I love these little tote bags. And I mean, the stitches will strengthen them up. And I'm just going to use these for shopping, put them in my bag. Yeah, so... Right, so what I'm going to do is go through the instructions quickly. Let's see. It's oh, and if you're unsure what a aware box is, I'll put a link down below of what I've done in the past. It was just me and Annie come up with an idea of spending under £10 or under on some craft supplies and sending them, coming up with a theme or an idea and sending them to each other to see what we'd come up with. My favourite one, well, two favourite ones. One of them was the robot that I made, and the other one, oh look, I was going to grab it, it's not there, but anyway. So I'll just leave a description down below. Here I'm balmy me, just totally bonkers. Now I thought, this is what you have to do. Get this, lay it face down, and then put an iron over the top of it. Well, no, I've just been on the Amazon, where I bought these big ones from. And I'll tell you, it says, choose the pattern you like, and then cut it out. Tear off the sticker, so this here. So you just tear that off, because it's like sticky, that side down. And stick it where you want it. Yeah, so just put that and stick it where you want it. And then you start to embroider along the pattern. And when you've finished it, you just soak it into some water. Right, this bit here. When your design is stitched complete, submerge the fabric in the warm water for several minutes, then gently rub to remove any remaining pieces of the stabilizer. Do not rush this stage. Yes, Johnny, do not rush it. Because it's essential to thoroughly dissolve the stabilizer, otherwise residue may remain, which can dry like glue and harden. Well, no, we don't want that to happen. So, well, it's good that I checked these instructions out, and then I surely won't go wrong. Right. So that was the confusing stage. God, I was having a blonde moment there. Right. These little stencils here, quite handy if you want to make a pin cushion or anything, but these are meant for repeating patterns. But I don't think I'll use these as a repeating pattern, because I think that process would be really complicated for me. But if you look at another video, I'm sure you'll find that out, but I just can't get my head around there at this minute. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to prepare the fabric, because it is pretty wrinkled. And then, if possible, I'll show you me putting the transfer on, but it's easily done, isn't it? So I was getting the placement of the patterns to go under the tea towel, but I've changed my mind about that now. Because I'm going to put some on Denim, yeah. So there, can you see? I've just went over, there's a stencil. And I've just put them at all four corners. I don't know if that's a ridiculous idea or what. But I'm gonna... I'm in frame. I'm just gonna use my friction pen. I much prefer using stencils, you know, when you get the paint and you put it on a dabbing brush and just dab over. I much prefer that. But I mean, you won't see this once I've done the stitching and glided the iron over the top. It'll all disappear then. But what I'm thinking of doing is putting it on about 3 or 4 pieces on some denim, and then maybe using the cutting the pieces up and using them for something else, like a book cover or pink cushions. I don't know yet. Or just like art doll clothing, or an art doll comfort blanket. If you can hear me breathing heavily, it's because I've been running out in the garden with Ziggy. And I'm very unfit. I wanted to use all the same tape as well. I didn't want to like stick them all down together and then show you that way, because waste all the tape. I just wanted to keep on reusing it. There, can you see? So I'll just do the stitches and then glide the iron over the top, and then you won't see that. I don't know what to do for the middle yet. I might just do like a big one of I'll show you the tote bag. That design I was quite interested in doing. I was gonna put it this way, like as if it was like in a frame, but I thought, oh, that looks too neat and tidy, so I've just put it this way, diagonal. And then I think would you need a hoop? Would I be able to put a hoop? I don't know. I suppose I could try it, because it's a bit awkward, isn't it, to sew such a large piece? I don't know. I'll give it a whirl, see if I can put a hoop on it. If not, I'll just have to struggle. But what I'm going to do is I'll just put it on the denim and then stitch that, because it's only a small piece. Because if I attempt to do this, it's going to take me absolute ages, as well as the tea towel. So I'll just do the sampler on that. Now I'm just gonna put this. I quite like this pattern. I think if I just use like a big stitch, you know, the same length as one of the star's arms, I think that would be alright. And you just peel this off here. It's sticky, but it's not like that sticky. And I'll just put it, place it. This denim is a pair of jeans that I owned. Well, I still own them, but they're all in bits. Right. Make sure it's got no lumps in. There. Oh, feels really nice. Now, that's got a lumpy bit. It's because it's on the... Oh, it's not a seam, it's just a folded over bit. Oh, well. Should have checked that beforehand, shouldn't I? But it doesn't matter. Because if I'm going to stitch it onto a, just say a blanket or anything like that, I'm going to need these edges to sew the seam in to it. I could do a cushion, couldn't I? Like a patchwork cushion with Sashiko designs on it. Right. Which other one should I use? I mean, that's pretty easy, isn't it? But it's a bit boring. That's more lengthy. I think I'll use this. Maybe I should just do the one for now. Cut that here. Yeah, it'd be easier to manage, won't it? Well, I think I'll use the white thread for this. I've already threaded the needle because sometimes it can take me absolute ages. And this white thread, I thought it was like in one clump, but it isn't. It's in 3 separate clumps. I wonder if there'll be enough to do this. If there isn't, I'll just swap the thread out. Yeah, so I'm not sure if you knot it. I don't know. I'm gonna have to have a look. See if like when you're starting normal sewing and you knot it. I suppose that would be alright, wouldn't it? Yeah, I'm just gonna knot it. I'm a bit nervous about starting this, but I don't know, it should be alright. I mean, I'm mainly used to the stab back stitch and blanket stitch, but this is just like a running stitch, isn't it? So I'll take my glasses off for this. I'd like to be able to sit and watch the television in the sitting room and sew, but I've got to take my glasses off to sew, but I've got to have my glasses on to watch the telly. So just start in the middle. There. And just one big stitch. I'm not used to doing really big stitches like this, but it's going to look decorative, isn't it? Right, and I suppose go into the other. I'm just going to do a few stitches while I'm doing the video because it's very awkward and I never stitch on a table. I always have the stitching on my lap. Otherwise I'm going to make some mistakes, and I think that'll be very boring for you just to sit and watch me stitching. I'll show you the completed when it's all completed, and I'll soak it in some warm water. That's the bit I'm dreading the most, because it says in those instructions if you don't do it properly and you leave residue, it'll harden like glue. Ugh. And then I suppose it's ruined everything that I've done. Look, I can't see already. Come on. Look. There. I was pricking it everywhere than where I'm supposed to. I've been thinking that when I make like little dresses and little jackets and that for my art dolls, like sometimes you can't get the small detail on the fabric, like tiny little daisies or whatever. I could just stitch them on, couldn't I? With Sashiko. No, I don't know if you can see, but I think I've gone a bit wrong with that, but the stitch is a bit too short, but that doesn't matter. We are not looking for perfection here. Yes, struggling now. Because I usually hold the fabric close to me, that's how I stitch. But doing this on the table is really difficult. There, I've just done one. I had to turn the video off, I got disturbed. But that is really difficult stitching like this at the table. It's hurting my hand, so I'm just going to have to go and sit at the television and either, yeah, just listen to the television. I might sit out in the garden anyway. Anyway, be back soon. Well, I've finished. I tell you what, if it hadn't have been for, where is it? The Madame Blanc mysteries on Netflix, I would have fell asleep. I was so looking forward to starting this, but it was really boring. Sorry, Annie. I think it's because I'm just doing it, do you know, like just as a panel. If it had been like a panel for a larger project, like a quilt or something, I would have been excited thinking, oh, if I do so many, it's going to look it's going to turn into a really nice quilt. Or yeah, it was just so boring and repetitive as well. Doing these, oh stars, and I should have wore a thimble, cause look, poked myself. Yeah, it was just too repetitive, doing the same stitch over and over and again, and I'm not used to doing that. It was just boring. And the thread as well, not the thread that Annie got me, the white thread that I got, it wasn't very good. It was fraying and just tearing and breaking, and it was so annoying. I screamed at one point. So then I ran out of that. So then I used the thread that Annie gave me, and just put it in the middle here. So I mean, what I'm gonna do now is put it in the warm water. So the backing will disintegrate, and then dry it out, and then I'll show you the end result. I mean, I can keep this, it'll come in for something. That's the back of it. Very untidy. Yeah, it'll come in for something. I mean, I'm always making art dolls and stuff. It could be like I don't know, part of a coat or something. Or I might make a book roll, a book wrap, or a book cover. It could come in. It's got so many uses, but as I say, if I'd have been doing it for a larger project, I would have been more excited. But I mean, it's all right for a wear box. Thank you very much, Annie. Yeah, so I feel like I'm just moaned and stuff, but all day it took me literally. What time is it now? 8:05, and all I've done is sat in front of the TV. And you know what? You know how I said that I couldn't sew with my glasses on. Well, I did. I think it's because after you do like 4 or 5 stitches, you just know by memory what the stitches are, so you could do it blindfolded. But yes, I think I will do some more. I'll finish that. I'll do that tote bag, and I'll do that what do you call it? The tea towel. Yeah, I'll do with that. I mean, that's like a project, isn't it? A larger project with more colours though, because stitching with white is. I wish I hadn't started with that colour. A red and yellow would have looked nice. Anyway, so that's what I'm going to do. Stick it in the water, and then when it's all dry and stuff, I'll show it back to you. I'll show you it. So it's all completed now. I put it in the water. I didn't know how long to leave it in the water. I put boiling water in it, and then rinsed it off after 15 minutes. And then I done it again, and then 3 times looking. Because in the instructions it said if you don't do it properly, then it goes hard, and I didn't want that to happen. And because you don't want to spend all day doing stitching, and then for it to go wrong like that. So then I just put it between a folded tea towel overnight, and then I put it in here and put it was all dry then, and then I put a just book over the top of it because it was starting to curl up the edges. So I think that was the wrong choice. I mean, I ran out of the white cotton, the white Sashiko thread, and then I was just left with like a greeny, but I don't know if you can see it against the blue of the denim. But I was just thinking, there's the back of it. I could just sew a panel onto the back of that, and then this could be the front part of a little bag, or I was going to say suitcase, not a suitcase, a pencil case. Yeah, so many uses. Will I do it again? Yes, I will, because it'll come in very useful when I'm making like dolls' clothes and stuff. I can just do it like a little pattern on, because like I said, you need a really tiny pattern for dolls' clothes. Not like a great big pattern that doesn't look right. But if you don't have a pattern on, you can stitch one yourself. And I have got that book, so I'll read that book. So thank you, Annie, for this aware box. I did want to try it out, and now I've tried it out. So I can pass over my skills to my art dolls. That sounded like as if they were going to do it. Oh, well, you know what I mean. I'm sure you do. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. Johnny signing out. See you, bye.